What's the deal, pickles? So listen, I recorded a whole video, did a little duplicate of the last haul, so just go ahead and just know, because just know it just was what it was. But this video is a haul video. Perfect video for you to grab your beverage of choice or your project. But no, I will be showing fabric and giving you updates on what I'm working on. Your girl is working on my consistency. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. So you guys are going to be seeing some of these videos as I figure out what direction I want to go, but still give you some of the things that you've been asking for. But with that said, don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, because I have a goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers on this channel. So if you haven't done so, I need you to make that happen. I will be back after the introduction. Let me know what you guys think of it. It's new, has been part of the revamp. The rest is coming. So I'll talk with you all really soon, and you will see me doing the unboxing after the introduction. So let's go ahead and get it cracking. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Hey, I am back with another video, and I'm doing an unboxing today. The box is actually really heavy, and I went ahead and cracked it open, but I was waiting to do this because my desire is to start a really big project. So I've been slowly getting items to start the project, and I wanted to document it because you know, that's what we do in these parts. So right now, so what I did, part of the order was because it was items that I needed. The other part of the order was because I was ordering from my wholesaler. And so let's get to the goodies. Now, because I was ordering from my wholesaler, I kind of have some of the same rules that I have with other shopping carts, mostly Dazan, which is I keep a ongoing basket of things that I'm keeping my eye on, so that when I order, I kind of wait till I hit a certain price point, or that I just have to order, and then I already have other items that I've researched in my cart. So that is what happened with part of this order. The last part of this order is because they had a sale on a couple of things that I know I'm going to need in the near future. Not yet, because I'm waiting for it to come in, and I can't mention all of the details of it because I want to be able to share it with you all, and I'm waiting because it's handmade and I have to wait for it to be made. So I'm waiting. In the meantime, I'm getting myself together. So rewind. Many of you know, if you've been watching my videos, that I had a drawer or a little cabinet. I believe I've shared the actual drawer in many of the tops in one of my vlogs. Don't know which one, so I'm sorry, I'm not very helpful there. But it is full of tops that I want to finish. I have now the batting, and the next step is either getting backing or making pieced backs so that I can start preparing them for quilting, because as you know, I do my own quilting, and if you don't know, now you know. That was a little bit cheesy. So basically, some of these fabrics will be eventually for backing. Some of the fabrics will be for this upcoming project. I have two honestly big ones I want to do eventually, like soon eventually. And then I think the only other thing I want to add is that I like to keep certain tonals or neutrals or background fabrics in my stash, because I've technically been on a no spin as far as buying fabrics in general for 2 years. So I have only bought fabrics if I had to for a project, or like this order I needed for background fabric so that I can use the other fabrics I have. I'm pointing back here because they're down here. I think that's everything. So the first item that I have in is a bolt of this very pretty tonal white fabric with these little swirls. And I love having at least one of these. I have one that's in my stash that I've used for years, and I cannot find it at Joann's anymore. And I'll actually show it to you, I think. Oh, do I have any more? Yeah, I do. I'm going to show you. This is the one that I used to love for years from Joann. And so this will kind of take its place. What I think I'm going to do from the future is just use that tonal until I'm near the end of it, and then do another one. Just, you know, still, but they're great for background fabrics to break things up, you know, etc. Here is another fabric that I have. It's a cream, like a tan cream with stars. I have a set of boys, not baby quilts. They're little, under elementary school age. So they're, don't give me the line. And I needed background fabric. And looking at other options, I could get just an entire bolt for the same price as getting smaller quantities. So this would now go into the stash once I do the quilt for those quilts for them. And then it's also an option that I can use it as a background fabric or backing fabric. And then the last bolt that I got is this. This is, I would say it's a white or like an off-white. And yeah, it's considered white. It is a muslin. And on one hand, I'm going to be very honest to say I'm nervous about using a white-ish muslin for this project, but I really want to do it. And I feel like it's going to just be a good universal color. And yeah, I normally don't use, and it's going to be like majority white. And I don't know how I feel about it now that I look at it, but it is what it is. And I'll tell you all more about what I'm going to do with this. The other things that I purchased are some, do I want to open it? Some hand quilting threads, Gutermans. I got black. I got cream. Do they consider it cream? They have it by number. But cream or natural, maybe some brands consider that natural. The other is, what is this? I think this is brown, like a chocolate brown, a deep chocolate brown. And then I have white. And these are all Gutermans. They had them on sale. This is 5 rolls of 220 yards of hand quilting fabric. hand quilting thread. And then I also have these applique pins. And I got these because of the project with the muslin, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I absolutely love that they are so tiny. I just hope that I don't lose them. They're really tiny. Let me show you. But they're hefty. Ooh, so here's the size. So I would say maybe, what, less than 2 inches from the head to the tip. Very sharp point. And then, do they say? And there's a, oh, they're an inch. And they are, it's 150 in here. And it's a nice little sturdy lid. Oh, I like that. Okay, the last thing that I purchased was 2 jelly rolls. And here's the colors. And the reason why, the funny part is I'm not a big fan of these colors, but I'm a huge fan of all of these. So I think these are just going to give it pop. One of the things that I've learned to appreciate over the years is purchasing jelly rolls, because it makes me try colors I would not pick. So that is always fun, and I purchased 2 of those. I'm going to be working on like a what do I want to call it, like a quick, easy quilt top for someone who is not a quilter, to give it a try and just to be very affordable. And then this is just, you're gonna pay a little bit more, but it keeps you from having all of these fabrics and everything in your stash. So I got 2 of those. I kind of want to do 2 different things, or I may do them together. I don't know. I get asked so much about easy quilts, so I was like, oh, they were on sale, I think. Or I kept looking at them and I loved the teal. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And that is it. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about with this unboxing is my muslin. I can't recall if I've said anything because I haven't really been recording, but I think I did. I want to start a cathedral quilt. Not sure how this is all going to work out, but I keep seeing them, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I want to do a mixture of using my machine and doing it by hand. I think the idea of being able to just pick it up and take it with me anywhere in the house, I just like the sound and feel of that. I can use it during my quiet time. I could just do them here and there for no one in particular. It would be a quilt for just my personal quilt. And so at first I was trying to decide what I was going to use, and I ended with just getting a whole bolt of something, and I'm going to just go through and cut it all for the background, because the cool thing about the cathedral is that means when you're done, it's your backing, your top, and everything at once. And then for the center squares, I'm still on the fence, but I am either going to use my 2.5 inch cuts that I already have, because I have a ton of them, and I keep pointing because I have a set of them here. Like once fabric is done, I will cut 2 inch and 2.5 inch squares out of those. And then I have a second option, which you saw in my last unboxing, and it is 5 inch charm packs, which I have those, as well as leftover 5 inch squares from the other projects that I've worked on over the years. Whenever I had extra fabric, I will cut some 5 inch squares out of those. So now that I have this in, I plan to, I will actually show you, and this will be all. I plan to use, I have some of the muslin here that I've already, oh no, this is not the muslin I want to use. I have some muslin here, and what I'm planning to do is test 2 sizes. And so that's my next set stage so that I know what size square I want to go with, either the 2, 2.5, or 5" for the color elements, and then what size I want to use for the actual, I don't know what it's called. I don't think it will be called the window. The base block. And because real talk, everyone that I've seen has been different, and I'm not going to buy a pattern. I'm just going to wing it. So I found a couple of YouTube videos, kind of watch those. What I kind of would like to do is I'm hoping that I can do a 9.5 inch on the cathedral, or on the backing, on the base, and a 5 inch on the color. That's what I'm hoping for. I think it's going to be super heavy, but I think that's what's going to make it so, like, really, really amazing. So we'll see, but I'll be testing that either over the next couple of weeks. I'm not in a hurry. It's not for anybody, and I'm in the middle of another quilt. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I hope that you have enjoyed this unboxing. I used to do these all the time. I haven't done them in a long time, but since I'm gearing up for the new projects, that is what's been on the radar. I know I may have one more, not anytime this month, probably in the next couple of months. So that's what I have on the radar, or on, like, it's on my line of vision. So let me know in the comment section what you're working on. And if you have any questions about what I have lined up, you can just ask away. I would love to hear if you've done a cathedral quilt before, and if you have, do you have any tips for me, or is that something that you have wanted to do as a quilter? I will talk with you all hopefully sooner than later. Thank you for joining me today, and oh, and if you haven't done so, subscribe if you made it this far. Girl, you already know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.